and welcome back to the vlog. My name's Alicia. I am a fitness fanatic, OCB pro bikini competitor, future NPC bikini competitor, and future PCA bikini competitor. And it has been a hot minute since I have been on here. I actually tried to record this yesterday. I did record it, but my camera was on slow-mo, so fail. Here we are again today. Where have I been? Well, I'm gonna be honest, the past 2023 was not good to me at all. But on this vlog, I share my life in Rhode Island, competing in bikini competitions, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, a little bit of Florida, healthy recipes, workouts, all that good stuff. It has been, oh my God, I haven't been on here in over a year, but that's because my life has gone to a bad place, but we are better now. We're as good as it's gonna get. So it's been a hot minute. After you guys saw me last, or just when I won my pro card in the OCB, my life kind of just really went downhill. I was really lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. My career was a mess. I had no career. I worked at a bar, which made me have massive anxiety, and there was a lot of abuse and a lot of shady shit going on. If you want a full version of recap of everything, you can check out my podcast I did with Savannah Sharp of protein shakes and cupcakes and protein shakes. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing. And I talk a lot about my year there. I am going to give you guys a soap opera digest version, hopefully. When I recorded this yesterday, it came out really long, because we know we want to get to the good stuff, and the good stuff is that I am back in prep. I technically started prep mid-February, but I had a really bad off season. There's a lot of drinking, my feelings, and a lot of eating everything in sight, because I was depressed, and I ate my depression, and instead of working through my problems like an adult, which I'm doing now with a therapist, yay therapy, cannot recommend it enough. So after I won my pro card, I was basically kind of like on top of the world, and if you're wondering what I'm doing down here, I wrote notes because it ended up way too long last time. So I'm just like, I was so sick of everyone being like, oh my God, Alicia, you're so talented. You're a photographer, you're a graphic designer, you're a bodybuilder, you've done amazing things in fitness, you're a wedding photographer. But like, I don't have a career. I'm just like doing a little bit of photography here, a little bit of freelance design here, bartending, and I just wanted like a career. And around Christmas time, my aunt and I were talking, and she, who loved her job, said to me, if I had to start my career all over again, I would be a librarian. And I think that's a really good thing for you to kind of pursue and think about doing as a career. So I was like, I did some research, and I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. The library values people who are creative, people that can do social media, people that can do design, all kinds of good stuff, create programs and promote the library, promote reading. I'm always been a huge reader, always, my entire life. I used to get in trouble in school for reading books that weren't school books. As you can see, I have a beautiful bookcase. It came built in this apartment, which, oh yeah, I moved. New apartment. Don't like it, but it's okay. It's a roof over my head. So yeah, I had to look into getting a master's degree, and I was thinking about schools, applying for schools, doing research on programs, doing research on jobs. I eventually did apply to a couple schools. I got in both. I chose URI because it's local, and I figured, local job connections would be really good. So the depression from my bar job just did me in. I was not a nice person. I was not a good person, and well, I mean, I guess I was still a good person, but I wasn't a nice person. I was never in a good headspace. I just cried all the time and took it out on people that I cared about. And I know last time you guys probably saw like my boyfriend on this thing, and yeah, he left me because I was just a hot mess and not a nice person. We had a big fight where I was a real jerk, and just things were rocky after that, and we didn't talk for a while, and then I screwed it up again and again and again, just with depression and being afraid because I was about to have surgery. And I was so melodramatic about that. It's like, oh my God, surgery was like nothing. I don't even remember any of it. I bought a car while I was hopped up on drugs afterwards. Big regrets. That's okay. I got rid of it and I got another car. Actually, I was just thinking about this. It was actually 1 year ago today that he like ended things with me. And so I guess it's like my 1 year happy dump anniversary to me or whatever. Oh my God, so cringy. I'm so cringy. Here I am just, making jokes, making fun of myself on serious things. But yeah, he was the love of my life, and I'm just gonna be real on here like I usually am. I'm not okay. I'm better now, but like Taylor Swift says, I can do it with a broken heart, or whatever she says. But yeah, I'm doing better. Therapy's helped a lot dealing with that. Baby, gotta fake it till you make it, and I did, or whatever, Okay. Anyways, so yeah, after he broke up with me, I crashed my car, totaled it. I had to buy a new car after surgery. I was just kind of driving a rental car and then another rental car, and then I was stupid on drugs, and not drugs, but like drugs after surgery, like the anesthesia they give you. And I bought a car from someone that was pretending to be my friend but really had ulterior motives, and I thought they were genuinely cared about me as a person and really just like was trying to help me, but they really had other motives. Men. So I had surgery. I was 2 weeks off from the gym. I actually, during all of this depression, I never really missed the gym. I got all my workouts in all the time, no matter how crappy I felt, no matter how shitty I felt. And that kind of like was what eventually really snapped me out and got me back to where I am now. It was the gym, honestly, because I was drinking a lot and I would go to the gym feeling like shit, and then I was getting fat. And I was like, I think I got up to like 163 pounds. So yeah, we didn't want to be there anymore. And I was just like, no, what am I doing to myself? Like, I'm letting, people that obviously never cared about me mess up my entire life, and I want to compete, and competing is important to me. What I look like and how I feel is important to me. I need to stop. And that wasn't actually until earlier this year. So last year, my mom got diagnosed with lung cancer. She had surgery. She never smoked a day in her life, and that freaking scared me. I miss her so much. It's so hard because she lives in Florida, so I don't see her. I haven't seen her in like a year and a half, maybe longer than that, probably close to 2 years. So I struggled really bad with that. But I did get into grad school. I started grad school last fall, so I'm almost done with my first year, and I'm holding the 4.0, even though a lot of my life was in the toilet the whole time. So I held the 4.0. My old Instagram is hacked, so if you haven't followed me on my new one or found me on my new one, it's Alicia Taylor Fit, and I'm also doing lifestyle, fitness, and nutrition coaching. So you can follow me over there, find out how to get on my roster. I can program you some workouts and nutrition. Let's work together. Woo, self-promotion. But yeah, so my Instagram got hacked, so it was terrible. And school's good. The holidays were really hard for me. Like Christmas, Christmas was bad. New Year's, bad. There's a lot of Chinese food and wine. But I also ended last year, as terrible as it was, with a really good thing. And that is that I just applied randomly for this full-time librarian job, and I got it. And that's when it was January. I was starting mid-January. I was working 4 library jobs before that and still not making ends meet. This one was salary, benefits, time off, whole summer off. I have 2 weeks left of work, and then I have the whole summer off paid, and I'm going to go to Florida and maybe not come back, but go and visit my mom. And I got that job and it still doesn't pay what I need to really like enjoy life, but it pays enough to get by and there's a lot of time off. So I really need a side hustle. So coaching, photography, illustration, shop my Etsy shop. I got a bunch of things. I'm trying not to swear. I have a bunch of things going on to try to make a side hustle. So I'm in a much, much, much better place. And the reason I haven't been on here is because I'm just like, why? I'm not going to come on here and just cry about how much I miss my ex. And I'm not going to cry about my life and how miserable I am. And I'm just like, I don't want to put that negativity out there in the world. I want my channel to be positive. I want to show you guys that you can hit rock bottom and you can come back and you can be okay. And you can be okay by yourself. You don't need anybody. I'm by myself all the time. I have 2 friends and that's it. And I have my aunt. The rest of my family hates me. The rest of my family doesn't talk to me. My mom's in Florida. Obviously, she doesn't count. She's always there for me. My aunt's awesome. But yeah, the whole other side of my family, they hate me. So, anyways, back to prep because I only got a couple of minutes because one of my 2 friends is about to come over and we're going to go for a walk, get our steps in. I got 3,000 more to go. So, prep. I started in February and my carbs were really high. They were around like 325, I think, because I was this whole off season I was trying to build muscle. Hopefully we built some muscles. Yeah, shoulders aren't looking too shabby, right? I scare kids at my job. But I had a really eventful Easter where I had a friend that tried to come out of the friend zone and got really drunk and acted like a complete idiot. Basically kind of showed me what drinking does to people, and I started doing a lot of research about how it's actually like legit poison, and I decided to just cut it out completely, like not even social drinking on the weekends or anything for prep. After prep I might try to like have like a glass of wine here and there and see if I do okay with that, and see if it triggers anything. Or because my issue was when I was drinking, I was just getting so depressed and just like sobbing and like listening to like All Too Well, Taylor's version, 10-minute version for like 5 hours. And yeah, so I started cutting. Weight was starting to kind of come off. Once I cut alcohol, it started to come off. I started adding cardio, doing kind of what I had done before with my previous coach, but I was just doing it self-coached by myself. I was like, I kind of understand it. I can get this shit done. But it was going really slow, and then I had a week off in April for school vacation, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna really push this week. I cut my food. I added cardio. I was doing like an hour and a half of cardio, and I was just like, you know what, I just really want to jumpstart this. I gained way too much weight in the off season. So one thing I did learn is take the off season just as seriously as the prep, because then you won't have 30 pounds to freaking lose. If I had only had like 15 pounds, like where I am right now is where I should have been. The heaviest I should have gotten off season. I would have had so much more muscle if I wasn't drinking so much. And the only reason I keep bringing that up is because I want you guys to just like, I just want to be honest. There's an airplane. They fly like right over my house. So, but I want you guys to know that like people struggle with things. I just want to be transparent, and if anyone else is struggling, just reach out to me. Like, I got you. I'm here for you. I can talk about this stuff forever. But I really wanted to push, and then my body just like revolted. It went the other way. I was like puffy. I was waking up swollen. I felt like crap, and I'm like, what the heck? And I think I just cut too hard, too fast. And so I was talking to my friend Kristen about it, and she just started coaching. She's so knowledgeable. She has so much education. She's self-coached herself through so many preps. I always really, really looked up to her and admired her just as a person, as a competitor. And we've been really good Instagram friends for a couple of years now. But I was talking to her, and she wants to start taking on prep clients, and she was like, you know what? I know you can't pay me, but I want to help you. I want to help you do this. Let's do this work together. And I was like, okay. I love having a coach because I feel like if there's a brownie in the break room and I want it, I'm going to think, when I send my check-in, my coach is going to know, and I'm going to feel guilty. And it did happen once, actually. There was a muffin, and I felt guilty. And I told her about it like 5 minutes after I ate it. And I was like, this is why I love having a coach. I love having someone to keep me accountable. So we lowered cardio down to 40 minutes. We put my carbs back up because they were like almost gone. And we cut my training from, I was training 6 days a week of cardio, 1 day off. She gave me a higher step goal, which it took a little while to adjust to, but now I'm actually doing really good with the step goal, and I'm getting up early all the time to walk, and it's nice. This one thing in this apartment, I might give you a little tour of the apartment. It's not. This is like the nice corner right here. It's got good light, it's got my books, all my cool little decor, and my dog's on the wall. But, I gotta hurry this up before Jen gets here, because we're gonna go walk. So my original plan was I wanted to compete on June 29th at the OCB Hall of Fame, and that would be my pro debut. Well, no, it's not going to happen. No way. That's like 4 weeks from now. Even like 10 weeks out, that's why I was pushing. So I'm like, I need to hit 140. If I can hit 140 by like mid-May, I can do it, and it'll be fine. But it's like, no matter how much I caught, no matter how hard I worked, plus I'm working full time and I'm in grad school, so my sleep wasn't good. I was really inflamed, and now I have lost, so I'm at like 145 right now, which would be ideally where I should have been for off season, and then my prep would have been fine, and I would be competing in June. But I won't be competing, but I will probably be going, because I'm not going to Florida until July, it looks like. It's kind of up to my mom when she wants to buy the tickets. So, but we're planning, I think, July. So I'll have a couple weeks off after my work year ends. And I think I'm actually going to go to that show because I really want to see what the pro competition looks like. I want to see what the competition, I'm definitely going to do it next year, 100%. And I want to see, and I have a couple friends, my friend Elizabeth that I won my pro card with, she's competing, and I want to go cheer for her. And some other Instagram friends are competing, so I want to go cheer for them. Maybe I'll take my camera, take some pictures, side hustle, I don't know. Or just, have fun with it. And, just be there, just be back on the scene, see people, talk to people, cheer for people. I'll probably stay through the whole pro division and bikini division. So if you're there, look for me, come say hi, let's be friends. I only have 2 friends. So my plans to compete are fall. I'm 14 weeks out from PCA Mass Muscle September 7th and NPC Eastern Cup or something like that. It's in Connecticut on October 5th. And then maybe the NPC Patriot Cup, but they haven't released a date for that. I don't know if that's even happening. That one would be like the ideal one because it's in Springfield and I've been in the venue and everything before. So, and I like the venue because it has nice memories. So yeah, I'm excited because PCA has very different posing. In OCB and NPC have the same posing, but PCA has very different posing where your front pose, instead of just being like to the side, your front pose, like you're like front on, you're like doing this kind of thing, and then there's quarter turn, so it's like quarter turn to the right, quarter turn to the right, quarter turn to the right. So I've been practicing. I'm gonna cover all of that footage in this prep series. So this is episode 1, prep series 2024 redemption. That's what we're gonna call this series, redemption. I like it. So yeah, practicing posing. Of course, I'm always working on my OCB and NPC posing. And so it'll be really fun and different and interesting to try something new. And one of my friends just did a PCA show, and she loves it. She loves the organization, so I'm gonna give it a try. And you never know. Who knows? Let's see what happens. So basically, if you made it this far in this video, thank you, and welcome back to the vlog. I don't even know if anyone's here or anyone cares. I don't know. My channel never really took off before. I don't know, but I'm not gonna be negative. I'm gonna be positive, and yeah, so I guess what I have a lot of stuff coming up is gonna do a lot of day in the life videos, a lot of full days of eating. I'm gonna do some healthy recipes. I got a Ninja Creamy. That thing is bomb. So I'll show you how I make my Ninja Creamy. I have done that over on Instagram a little bit too. You know, I'm always sharing my recipes on my blog. food-and-fit.com is my blog. I have prep updates on there weekly. I don't know how often I'll be able to film this, but yeah. So we are 14 and 17 weeks out. I'll do fitness content. I'll film my trip to Florida and how I stay on prep and stay on goals while traveling and having things out of my control. Like I'm gonna have to find a new gym. I'm gonna have to find a gym while I'm down there. Find a supplement store, see if my mom is gonna let me use her car to go to the gym, because I want to go to the gym 5 days a week, because that's what I do and that's what makes me happy. And hang out with my mom. We're gonna go on some adventures. We have some adventures planned. Lots of walks, probably a lot of running for cardio, because I won't be able to do morning fasted cardio on the stairs and treadmill like I do now, because I live across the street from Planet Fitness. Oh, my friend's here. So anyways, it is good to be back, and stick around for more prep and fitness and food content. Love you guys. Bye.